Mr. Chairman, and I don't know the condition of all of them. We'll look at if some of them need to be replaced. The one, kind of variable for us as we move into this project is I don't really know the future of Ford Motor Company at the Masco building. So, the pandemic has forced everybody to rethink their business models, and a lot more people are working remotely and will continue to work remotely. Like, I know Ford Motor Company is not allowing people to return until June of 2021. But as we have discussions with the Ford Land CEO, they're talking about consolidating a lot of buildings. They don't really, or they haven't to this date, stated what buildings. I know that they said locally between Allen Park and Dearborn mostly, and the Taylor location, 39 buildings will be kind of revamped. But we don't know what that means. We don't know. I mean, I know they have a 10-year lease agreement with a 10-year option. I know that they have every intention of staying in the old Kmart building with whatever they're doing. But I think we'll see some kind of phasing of Ford Motor Company reinventing how their administrative staff works. And I don't know what all that means other than that will be considered with traffic patterns and other things. If you have a digression of staff, if you have 900 people that are there today and next year we anticipate only 500, that will change how we look at that section of the corridor.
I know at the very beginning when they had the meetings in Dearborn Heights, I had attended one of those. And I know this is in the future here, but you're talking about the sidewalks. I think they were talking about making them a little bit wider so that bikes could go down, or was that something that is possible?
So, Mr. Chairman, if the sidewalk needs to be tore out and replaced and the right-of-way affords you an opportunity to make them wider, we'll certainly look at it. If it's a 4-foot sidewalk and it's in good shape, I don't think we'll look at tearing it out just to make it 6 feet wide. So I think where the opportunities are presented, we'll look at it, and certainly on all the new areas where there might be a new install, we'll take a look at those for sure.
I think more people are getting into the biking now that we've got a lot of places that we've, underneath the course road and that, so.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys, there was a former city employee that works for the Dallas Parks and Rec Department, and they did a kind of a bike rest and repair station throughout a lot of the walkways in Dallas. And so that included like a station where you could put your bike up on a hoist, tighten the tires, put air in it, and it had a little bench and a water station. It was an interesting concept. It was certainly an out-of-the-box thought. But I thought as we continue to look at these, it's something we can consider at certain locations. Certainly like by Northwest Park, where you have a lot more bike activity there, it would probably be a good fit there. And, maybe down a little bit further, closer to the Masco building, something like that would be a good option as well. But I'll send it to you guys. You guys can take a look at it. It's a low cost. Just, again, it gives people a place that if they're riding their bike, they can do minor repairs and right on site.
Councilman Johnson?
You go to Heinz Drive and they have them there.
Do they?
They have like 6 of them on the whole drive.
Okay, yeah, so I hadn't seen them there. And
Tools and
yep, they do have a little toolbox, that's present, so.
Anybody else? Yeah, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. 6.13 is a motion to approve the temporary, I'm sorry. We're going to postpone this. Yeah. We already approved that.
Yeah, we already voted. There's got to be.
Yeah, because this is different. This is open business one.
No, I'm talking about 6.13. We don't have to read it. Okay. So this now takes us to the open business portion of the agenda. We do have one, and that is open business number 1. And this is a motion to rescind the City Council Resolution number 9.498-20 to return funding in the amount of $8,350 to the home grant account. The home buyer withdrew their request for the down payment assistance.
Motion?
Yeah, I have a motion by Councilwoman Pat, supported by Councilwoman Croft. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Okay, now I'd like to ask council if they have anything they'd like to discuss tonight. Councilman Johnson?
2 things. We mentioned it last night, but seeing that we didn't have sound, we're going to postpone anything on the marijuana ordinance until we can have people in here to ask questions. Second, Mr. Remick, have you found out about those stones?
Yeah, they're being carved as we speak.
Right now?
Well, they were doing it with
Okay.
Right.
I'll go watch. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything? I know, Clerk Bauer has somebody sent in a question.
Mr. Chairman, first question, this is actually a question sent in by Chuck Kynes, resident of Taylor. Making a left turn onto E-course between Beach Daily and Pelham can be difficult during peak driving hours. Is it possible to work with Wayne County officials to have traffic lights retimed?
Yeah, I did reach out to him. He sent an email, I think, to all of us. I did get a hold of somebody from Wayne County, and they're gonna put that on the list, basically, I was told. I sent him that as well. Mayor Soller?
If I may, I was talking to Chief Blair in the back. Was that on E-course and Pelham?
Yeah, he was, yeah, basically, yeah. Because I wasn't sure which part of E-course he meant at first.
Oh, and Pelham.
Yeah,
So
but it was.
The whole stretch is how I read it.
I can't remember offhand, but I think it was, he did respond back to me, and it was more of a specific area. I believe it was on Pardee, or like in that stretch, with the east of Pardee or something. I can't remember offhand.
So I can provide a little bit of an update. I don't think the goal is to retime them, but this past summer, both of those were approved through the FAC project or a program to have leading left signals installed there.
This is E-course Road?
E-course and Beach and E-course and Pelham. Unfortunately, with COVID, it pushed everything back because they couldn't get contractors out timely. But I think I still have the schedule I can scan in and send to everybody. It'll answer a lot of the where do the county roads fit on the projected list. They're just anticipated timelines, so they do move and they do change. But these two were previously approved, and I think they just fell victim of, all the delays related to COVID. So we're hopeful that they'll be on the radar this year to be completely changed out, and we'll have leading lefts at both of those intersections.
And that could just affect the whole flow of E-course Road all throughout it, because I know, like, between Pardee and Monroe, making a left onto E-course is very, very tough right there by, Kroger,
Yeah.
Pet Supply, Flamingo, all that stuff. It's crazy.
Through the chair, if you're heading east on E-course from Pardee, making a left into any of those businesses,
Yeah.
it just,
Yeah, it's really congested through there, so
Yeah.
hopefully that would, change the whole flow and make it.
It will, but, construction is painful, and so E-course, part of E-course from like the bottom of the hill at Pardee, continuing on throughout all the way to Monroe, parts of E-course are all gonna also on the list to be replaced this year. So, that's gonna jam up traffic a little bit, but at the end, it'll make everything much better. And really, we're just working with the county to get the timelines worked out with the contractors, but both of those intersections have been approved through the FAC program, and now they just got to go through the process of being awarded, and then the IGAs will be brought to City Council for approval, and whatever our portion of funding will be for both of them, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.